my city, free my seed. Bless the generation, show me freedom. Bless the situation, show me love. Let's get right into it. I tried to help you. So what does that mean? That's the message coming through from Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for protection. Eight of Swords in reverse. So there's a situation that you don't feel freed from. It's just a heavy influence that they had on you. So you had to separate yourself from the situation mentally, even if you couldn't do so physically at the time or right now. That's what you could be dealing with. And so I flashed upon Justice in reverse, and then we got the Page of Cups. So there's a newness coming. There's a new message that is coming through, something that you're about to find out that has to do with your mother or the ancients, excuse me, of some time ago. Please don't do that. Something that somebody did not want you to say or to find out about or to reveal, right? But this is the situation. You knew that they were unhappy, yet you also knew that they would refuse the help should you try and give it, because they told you to mind your business. So there's some people, it's in abusive situations. It's a lot of hoes in toxic situations. They just don't speak about it. Lorella said something like that in one of her songs. And I got the Ten of Swords out here. And look, they cut their fingers off. I'm not going to show you because it's really graphic. But on this card, like, the story of this card is that the father threw his daughter off the boat into danger, where someone was throwing like these razor sharp arrows into the water. And so the father threw his daughter off the boat, and when she grabbed onto the side of the boat to hold on, he took a cutter and literally cut all her fingers off. And this is with patience. I'm telling you, it took time. He didn't just swipe it in one effort, you know. He had to go one by one, cutting her fingers off. So the amount of betrayal that's being felt by these people that hurt you is nothing compared to what they did to you. So they might be feeling betrayal. They feel betrayed for what you said or did, you know, to reveal the truth about them. And now they're hurt, right? But they literally, they sat there and they tortured you with drama and real life physical violence and just things that, all this toxic situation, I'm feeling like multiple types of manipulation, okay, and abuse. And so you started to reserve your own covenant. You really sat with yourself and said, this is mine, and that's mine too. And I'm going to take that and hold that right close to me. And I feel like this is your connection with nature that you decided to just, you know, maybe that's something that you might have started to talk about when you recognized that you had this connection. And then you realize that, you know, people was just hating on you for something around that, something to do with that. So you kept your abilities to yourself for a little bit. And I'm seeing the phoenix rising. I'm seeing like a peacock showing its feathers, right? For the first time or something like that. Or just not being afraid to show its feathers, right? Because I feel like if you showed your feathers or showed your energy or your gifts in the past, then it was picked apart. Or then you were demonized for it. So now there is, in the wake of the judgment, the people who sabotaged you, they want in. They want back in. And this seems to be the theme because they know that this is the end. And should you let them back in, there's going to be destruction. Like, it's almost like trying to fit together a puzzle piece that some of the pieces just don't belong to that puzzle. It just got mixed up in the wrong box. So trying to put a puzzle together with pieces that don't belong to it is not going to create a puzzle. It's going to create frustration. So that's what's being handed right to you, and the frustration is real. It's so go ahead. It's so frustrating. Do you see her face? She's trying to like create something with and getting pricked by thorns and just all this sad frustration and sorrow and damage just being done, trying to put together something that is meant to hurt. So we clock that. We clock that energy. So now we're out of the pretentious to find the truth. It's almost like seeing behind the false facades, the masks that were put up to people to illusionize the from the outside looking in. Like, yeah, you ain't gonna see what's real over here, right? But those illusions, they've been dropping, and the hierophant, your powers have been expanding. They're enlightened at this point. So that's why you're also keeping together some of the things and the attributes that you have right to yourself, because you don't want nobody faltering you. You don't want nobody trying to come in and tell you that they feel this way and that about what you're doing and what you're saying, because it's just like they're not really ready for that smoke. And so it's just going to lead to a frustrated type argument, because it's just like they're not even meant to be around you during the season. They're just not meant to be there. So the more that you express and reinvent yourself, the more push that they're going to give you to try and be in your source of energy, and the more push that you're going to receive from the universe to keep them out. And this is divine protection that you have right all over you. There's no justice without the illusion dropping and the justice of what you want coming true. So they're going to see, I mean, it's not like you're hiding it. You're just protecting it. So you're protecting it from the energies that could hurt you, right? But you are still expressing, you're still being one with yourself. So this is a good divine balance that you have found within yourself. Like, nah, I don't got to readjust to your spirit, right? But I'm also like going to be protective, real protective, and keep blocking you from trying to take what's mine. And that's really what it is. They want what you have. They're jealous, they're envious. They don't want to go down the healing path that you had gone through. They don't want to do that. They just want to get the reward. They don't want to do the work. So it's just like drama on top of drama. And the more that you receive, the more they're going to be sending animosity towards you. So it's like, don't even pretend not to know that they hate you. I know that you hear them saying it in their mind's eye, in their consciousness. It's like, yeah, but so what? I have the world, so there is going to be envious energies, right? And that's the reason that I have my blocks up. So I don't have to explain that to you, because you and I both know that there is a demon within you that's trying to sabotage me, because it is jealous of my light and my structure to represent that light, to prepare that light for evolution. Yes, they are mad. The Dark Kingdom they're terrified of you. They don't want to believe that your spirit is just this powerful, but the proof is it's there. I mean, it's just like admitting it. It's just unfortunate patterns that brought you here. So now you're understanding the weakness. And to grow from that weakness, you had to go from the source. So keep confident and keep just executing your powers to be. So So you got the heart to keep moving forward, to go like shuffle past. It's like, I'm just gonna keep on lolly-lolly-dottying right to down my path, because you won't knock me off. Okay? So that's what you're saying. And it's just like, you said, like, to family, to friends that you don't even call like family or friends, because they don't fit the new, it's just like you've advanced so much in your spirit that the caliber of friendship and the caliber of those who can call themselves family towards you is different now. You not just accepting nobody just because they carry your history, and with confidence. You know, there's a cocky built that's turning up within you, something that you never thought you had. But there are glimpses to your future that show you the efforts that put into your past to make you block this confidence. Because you were born with this. You were born in this frequency of air. I'm the air, H-E-I-R. Like magnificence, like you, the way that you carried yourself, the way that you floated through life, it carried a significance that you were given from a young age that people they choose to recognize as sin. So maybe you like to dance when you were younger, and then your mother came and told you, oh, you don't dance like that. Or some religious type folk said, you don't move your body like that. The hell is wrong with you? Like, what? Don't do that. And it just like, it blocked the significance of who you are. I'm hearing sacral chakra. It blocked those parts of you that were your ability of expression and through confidence. So to take away your confidence, to show you that, you don't have that gift and that talent, you don't have that gift and that ability. And so now you've come to, removing certain energies from your life, you've come to a new space to develop that confidence for yourself. So things are different. Bullies. Bullies. You see how this young lady is having just a good time, right? You see the peacock feathers, but you see them big old bullies that's behind them. And I don't want to, like, because that could be something different in a different mythology. These cards are mythological from different areas of the world. But I'm looking at it and I'm seeing that those are bullies. And you see how they represent the red and the blue. So it's just like, it's a lot of hate. And it's a lot of just low vibrational forms of love. So there could be obsession. These bullies are obsessed with you. You know how they say, like, in elementary school, when someone like you and like they bullying you because they like you, like some dumb shit. But like, that's really what it is right now. It's like, they love you, right? But there's the devil. And it's the jealousy of your knowledge. And it's also like the hiding of their implications being directed into the light. So you're exposing them. So yes, they're going to hate that they're being exposed. But you don't have to like them. You don't have to like it, you know what I'm saying? And so, but it's just like, but they're still watching you. They're still taking notes, trying to find ways to block you right down. It's just injustice. But justice is coming through. It's reprimanded. And there's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. They're being knocked out the park. It's a home run. Okay, the ball is gone. Like, seriously, they're striked out. You know what I'm saying? You're doing the home runs. They striking out. That's what I'm trying to say. It is the divine balance. This is what it's supposed to be. This is direct guidance. And I'm going to just cover that piece up just a little bit. But you see that Four of Swords? You see how he looked? Like, bounded and just like, that is the repercussions of them energies that was directed towards you to keep you bounded and structured to a level of Satan. Okay? And this is the structure of the world, the power of the men. Feeling that abuse is something that should be accepted as that's a normal trait of a relationship. That's how men's supposed to treat people. Or women. There's some women out here too, and I'm not even saying some. There's a divine balance, okay? There's some women out here that's really in a masculine form that, you know, and it's no excuse. It's like, I can't even put that on them. That's just who they are. That's who they are. They are these toxic ass men. They're just in a female body. And that's really the type of situation, okay, that you're in. Seeing through the mask. It's like, how could your mother be jealous of you? How could your father be jealous of you? How could your sister or brother be jealous of you? The people that you took care of. How could your relationship, people be jealous of you? Like romantic relationships, friendships. You look around and everybody is jealous. So now you really had to go and search into yourself and be like, somebody show me what they're jealous about. Because you used to be like bewildered that these bullies, because they were beautiful people. These people that bullied you, you would look at them and be like, wow, like, you know, it would be nice if I had their body. It would be nice if I had their eyes. It would be nice if I had their legs, you know, their feet. Like, I'm a size 8, you know, they're a size 6. Different things like that. Little things that you would be like, how could this beautiful person be bullying me like this because of jealousy? That did not, you literally sunk into a place that something was wrong with you. You felt like they're bullying me because there's something wrong with me. Maybe that I'm too much or not enough. Or maybe I was in their face the wrong way or stepping in their place the wrong way. Or maybe they just had to, like, literally somebody, I had this bully one time. I thought she was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful person. And we're just all like, this is high school. We're just all standing in a circle, right? Outside the cafeteria, just, you know, shooting, dodging, blah, blah, blah. And she wanted to tell a story, right? She was like, this girl, blah, 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 had get in my face one time. And this is what I did. And she just shoved me to the ground. She wasn't even talking, like, she was talking to the group. And I was standing to her left, but there were other girls. We were all close together. She chose to push me down to the ground. And I just looked at her. I just remember just looking up and being like, but why? She didn't try to help me up. She just looked at me like, yeah, bitch, do something. The face I just made, that's exactly how she looked at me. And so I stood up, gathered myself together, and continued to stand there in the group. And it played it off, like, because, I mean, I was used to being bullied. So I know that if you go at a bully, assert, like, you know, aggressively, then that shit would just not end. But, and it's just like, I also didn't want to cause trouble. I wasn't a troublemaker. I was the people pleaser. I wanted to keep the peace. That's literally in my yearbook as my quote, keep the peace. My senior quote. So, yeah, it was almost just like a target situation. But when I look back and I can see, I can feel the things that I would block in the past, I would be like, that didn't make sense. It comes to me clearly. So some of them flashbacks that be happening, It's to show you, it's to remind you of a situation just so you can see the truth of it. Because maybe during that moment, in that space, there could have been blinders up just to keep you protected so that you would survive the moment. But then coming outside of it and being able to look back and draw conclusions, because you are allowing yourself to feel, right, everything. The jealousy emanating off of her energy is so powerful. And then I understand, I had two parents that would show up often. Not a lot of people had that. My mother's eyes were naturally green, and this girl wore contacts to get herself hazel green eyes. So you probably know who I'm talking about. But anyways, that's just what I'm saying. And even though I didn't feel like I dressed nice, that year, my clothes came from New York, because my parents, to make us feel better about the things that we were going through, they took us to New York on a shopping spree, which it was normal for us because my dad's from New York. And in South Carolina, trends don't get here till 10 years after they die in New York. So it was just like, I'm able to look at myself now and see that there were things that people were jealous of and they would react to me in that way. But I was never the type of person to brag. I was never the type of person to feel uppity or that I was better than anybody. If anything, I would downplay myself just so I could fit into that. She ain't the leader of the group, but she also ain't down on the bottom. She right there in the middle somewhere, and y'all really gonna pay her that much attention because I felt safe there. So I'm not blocking it. And I do feel like there is a situation that's coming through to decline your spirit so that you have to understand that you are the sun. And this might feel like going into a new place that is going to be filled with jealous people, right? But there's also going to be the direct balance of that. There's going to be people that are open and welcome to you. There's going to be people that are divining to your spirit, so they don't look at you and feel jealousy. They look at you and they feel love. And that is so beautiful that you should be confident in that, so that you use discernment to know in truth that this is the people that's for me and this is the people that's against me. They're all going to come and act like that they're for you. But there's going to be something that they show you or something that you feel that's going to develop a sense of retraction. Okay, I'm going to stay far away from that shit. Keep that far away from me. The no is a complete answer. No way, Jose. Get your money, go away. Baby. And then there's going to be the energies that's open arms for you. And they just don't want to cause you no harm. And there won't be no ringing of alarms. You're going to see green flags, no colorblind. You know what I'm saying? Nothing but green flags for those energies. Yes, I feel like this is going to be just the nuisance and the nuance. There's a balance to it, the structure, the willpower that you're feeling. You're going to have to understand to pick and choose, because you're going to be in high demand. You're going to be on demand. So who's going to tune in to view you? Everybody. That, you know what I'm saying? All situations, all diversities, all complications. So it's up to you to understand the value that you hold, so that nobody can come in and tell you what you've been told. And that's really what you've been keeping the secrets from. It's this internal battle to understanding that keeps on going through the motions because you're being distracted by certain things. This could be people, this could be money, this could be harmony. Trying to find the balance without giving yourself the peace to be one with the self. Yeah. So there's going to be some recollections, and the power that's within you should define you. The structure that you need to keep built up. 10 of Cups. There's a family that's waiting for you to see yourself as you are. The ticket to your advancement is within yourself. So stop wondering outside of you, what are people going to do? It's time to struct doubt. So the blindness can filter out. And sometimes this takes, it's just like a gratitude for solitude. Okay? So you're coming out of the resort. Maybe you took like a solo vacation or just a spa date, just something that you did for yourself. For some of you, this could literally just be something that you did at, like, you chose to rest, or you chose to just be without the drama. Maybe you missed the holiday. You just dismissed the holidays, chose to not be a part of it, and just give yourself time to resist and exist. So you're following through. Go ahead. Oh my gosh. This is such a good space that you found yourself to get to a new place for. And this being the first day of the rest of your century, it's almost like you've been paranoid till you find a way to get to the justice. You understand that justice is going to work very differently to you. And there is so much pushback. And it's almost like a miracle that you're able to still stand through it all, through this. There is so much attacking you that does not want you to get to peace. But you know, and you have faith that peace is within you, and it's near, not far. So you don't hesitate to continue doing the things, even when it's hard. Even when it's hard to get up, you go and you go for that run. Even when it's hard to manifest to yourself, you structure in self-belief, harmony, and direct faith, and you trust in prayers, okay? So you keep praying because you're in harmony. I got the Hierophant. You're in alignment to your ancestors. There's a Taurus energy here. And she's carrying a flute or music instrument of some kind. And she's so focused. You see her eyes? She is so focused. So, first of all, so 05, there is divine love. There is divine love. Keep talking about it. It might feel just a little bit out of place because you've never experienced the love that you're going to face. So it might feel like this ancient spirit, it's like something that is from a before time, right? But it doesn't really fit into the narrative of the now. So it's going to be a big shock to you, what is coming. There could be some sobriety, some detoxing that's coming up that spirit is guiding you to receive. This is a gift. This is a gift. Don't look at it as, oh, I'm just trying to quit. Just see it as with confidence. This is to support you. that everything is happening for your highest good. Go affirm that for yourself right now in the comments. Everything is happening for my highest good, okay? Go ahead and go say that. Copy that down. Repeat it. Because it's till it's necessary. Everything that is happening is for my highest good. So I am grateful. And I decide to go flowing through that. Go with the flow. Okay? Because sometimes there's going to be distractions, things that try to pull you out of the narrative of the flow so that you keep doubting. Because that's what they're feeling. It's like, should you be pulled away from your narrative, you're just going to go pick up someone else's perspective, what they're going through. So that's what the announcement is, to soul focus, self-focus, okay? I am focused on me. Say, I am focused on me. Go ahead and go say that. Write that in the comments. You felt it. You smelt it. You dealt it. Okay? Right? Yeah. Is there anything else, Spirit, that we would like to... I know that you're leaving behind things that once held so much value to you. But they weakened you. They drained all of your energy. That's why you're left with nothing, you know? And so should you continue to develop protection so those energies don't come back to you, just watch. Just watch how your abundance, your rejection flows so that your abundance knows where to go, where it needs to go. It understands that these are your goals. So you won't be trapped in confusion and that knot that's stuck in your chest somewhere is just loosened. And so you don't feel the pushback to receiving. Oh, so excuse me. You're in imminent doubt. So the energies around you, they carry nothing but doubt. So it's easy to slip back into that. So that's why it's so important to keep up and direct your facility. This is your facility. Keep up and direct it. Direct your mind and your thoughts. Feel and focus on your heart. Do you feel like anything within your body? Allow your body to deliver you messages, and then you focus on those messages that your body's receiving. I'm feeling something in my wrist, so I'm focused on my wrist. Okay? And it's just like the more that you do that, the more that you get comfortable with yourself. And then you don't feel like you need to go rejecting in yourself to go focus on somebody else's perception. It's just like, I really don't have time to care for that. There's so much going on within my own body that I have to find balance within so that I can heal that. This is important, not to distract yourself when you start to feel that pain. I'm feeling something in my head right now. It's like a little beating of a headache right there. And so I placate that. I plant that into my mission. That is something that I need to focus on, you know? So and it's probably a distraction, something that's trying to come at me. But if I'm focusing on my body, not trying to figure out what's going on around me, then it's just like whatever it is that's hurting, it's going to find what it needs to block out that situation, because my body doesn't want to be hurting. And the energy and the information that I don't want to be suffering. I don't want to be in pain. So I'm going to do what it takes. As I focus on it, my body is naturally going to be in the flow state to give what it needs to heal. You know how you cut yourself, you cut your mouth or something, and your body just goes into healing? It is the same way spiritually. If you're focused on it because it's being directed at, something is being awakened within that, you focus on that and it's going to grow in harmony with you. Yes, that's just going to find its healing. And then now the headache's gone. You know what I'm saying? So whatever that energy that was, coming at you in some way, it's almost like you can be aware of it. Don't ignore it, but understand that this your body, your mind, your spirit, your scripture is the most important thing. So nothing else outside of that can be more important than focusing on what it needs right now. And so that is the automatic block to the negative energies that's being sent towards you in any way. And it's an also automatic transmutation. It's going to transfuse the spirit. It's going to transfuse the energy to make it into something that you need to gain clarity to within yourself, so that you feel healed and you feel fine and you feel uplifted, up vibrated. It's like a higher vibration that you represent into yourself. So, this is so significant. This is so significant, because there is nothing with outside of you that can guarantee you approval. So you know and understand, like, I'm not going to be validated outside of me. You know, I am worthy. So that means that there is no energy outside of me that could grant me peace. There is not. There is not. This is wholly inside. And the more that you focus on that, pranayama breathing in for count of 4, exhale for count of 6 to 8. It's all to focus in on yourself. Self-suffering. Where are you suffering? Like, where do you feel that? It's in the art of letting go. Yeah. But you see that all the power is in your hands. But yes, you see that also there are these rocks. So you know that you have to be mighty and powerful to swing that hammer and to go against the force of the rocks to push this nail into the ground. So there's an emptiness there where you don't feel the recollection. You're like, I know that I hold and I wield this power, but you're hesitating with it in the air because there's a little bit of significance to duty. Should I be the one to push these nails into the ground? Who am I to force the ground to open up to receive this nail? Who are you? Like, who are you? And that's what you're wondering. And I feel like that's the journey that you're on. Discovery to self. 2 of coins. There's been so much poorness, brokenness, that it's just like the remembrance of your power seems to be blocked by the situations of your past. Things where you felt like you did not have this power. So it's almost like now that you recognize you have this power and you can't go back to fix the things that you've been through, if it feels like the power lets you down. And so you don't want to have the significance to that power because you feel betrayed by that power. Because you're like, I suffered for so long and for so much just to have this power now. Don't hold that animosity. I know that that's easier to give into it and just be like, yeah, fuck that shit. But you are the star now. And you are the magician. Right behind the other. So you can't block it. You can't keep blocking it. Because it's who you are. The power is who you are. So just think about it like this. Going through the motions of the journey allowed you to break through the transformations that tried to keep you hidden. So the power that you hold now was structured and strengthened through your ability to live through these experiences that made you feel powerless and controlless, right? So that you could develop the muscles to obtain the strength to hold your power, to withhold your power. So it had to be held into your body, right? Before you could use it. So to hold that animosity is just like release and let that go. Because it wasn't there to hurt you, and it's not there to hurt you now. It's not going to hurt you now. Does that make sense? You're stronger now because of it. Oh my God. The Empress and the Emperor came out together right after the Chariot in reversed and the Eight of Cups. So you're unblocking your ride to power. And it's a good thing, soldiering on, right? I'm seeing evil eye protection all over you. This stopping, and you stopped running, stopping and stopped running so that you could reveal to yourself what it is, huh? What's up? Out of dog nigga need another love. Yeah. So you're leaving behind these karmics that are narcissists that use you for your supply. And this dog nigga that need another love, you're letting that go. Letting him go. It's so forward motion can protrude. So it's like, yes, I stopped running. Now that I can see, I just get to transition to a new path. I don't have to run for the hills. It's almost like I recognize that it's almost like receiving your power, developing your power to not feel like you have to run from danger. You faced it head on. Now you're in a position to just release it and let it go, and like the danger is no more. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to run from the danger. You stayed, so you faced it. Then you recognize how powerful you are. And it's not blocking anymore. And now that the energies are not blocked, it's almost just revealing the path to you now. This is the path that I'm going to take to get to the Empress and Emperor. Balance. You are the Emperor. Okay? But at the same time, there's going to be information that is going to open up to you. It's like a shuttle. It's like a shuttle to the airport. You might be getting a shuttle to the airport. Oh, my stomach is gurgling. So yes, this detox is very important. Maybe take a break from giving into energies that don't serve you. Detox. So don't waste your breath. Don't waste your breath trying to explain yourself to demons, to entities that don't serve you. It's really like trying to talk to somebody that's just going to take everything you say and try to default you. It's trying to make you feel low or less than. So it's almost like don't say nothing. Like it's really nothing that you can say. And they're going to be trying and testing to test your willpower. Am I going to be able to drag them into this argument? This is why you need to understand that the space that you're in right now can't be broken into. And so no matter what they try to throw at you, and the louder that they get, your silence is even louder. It's deafening. So don't speak if there's an attempt to hurt you. You know what I mean? This can be very frustrating to find discernment. Like, but I got something that I want to say, but I got a response to that. But like, would that response keep you in the deep end where you have to swim yourself? Like you got to find your way out of that? Or do you stay up on high ground and just let them drown themselves, because you're in harmony. So just do the things that make you feel happy, good, and just keep on resisting, because some of you might be in the situations where you've isolated, but there's still energies that surround you that are like, you know, very tempting to get you down on a dark path, to get you feeling like you're less than. You have harmony with the angels. The destruction of the land that's coming to you is just to protect you. So the things that you have grown used to, it's going to get like destruction. It's going to be destroyed. There's a tower out here. So it's like the things that you have grown accustomed to, everything's going to change. Those people are just going to be, they're going to go missing, and things are just going to keep falling. It's like they're going to keep falling apart, busting right at the seams. It's like you put on this dress that belonged to someone else, and it just fell apart, and now you're naked, like you just in your undies or something like that. And so that's that's what it's going to feel like. It's going to feel like everything was stripped away from you. And for a moment, it's going to feel either sad, right? Sad, frustrating, or just kind of just like depressing. So I need you to go back into focusing on you, like the real deal. Like this message is going to come to you right when you need it the most. That's when you're going to find it. And then you're going to reveal to yourself, oh, this is that moment. This is that moment that we were talking about with the spirit that said that, like, you're going to be the last one standing. It said that. So now you're standing right there in your undies, your skivvies, and you're like, what do I do? And it's cold. You know, the heat and the lights may be off. And there's nobody to do anything for you. And so it's just like, what do I do? And it might feel like a shock. It might feel like plunging into cold water or dunking your face in a bowl of ice. It's going to feel like that. But your nervous system shock and regulation should bring you back to source, should bring you back to self through all the work that you have putting through, especially through this detox. It's almost like you can't just heavy hand this. You can't just, block it out doing things that don't, it's not going to help you get to that next moment. You know what I'm talking about? It might not be substances, but maybe it's food or something like that. You can't just rot. This moment is going to be for you to reconfigure yourself. Okay, this is it. This is it. Now be in harmony with the self. What do I do? Breathe. If that's the first thing that you have to do is just sit for 5 minutes and just breathe, you do that. Because spirit is transitioning you, trying to guide you through this. Yeah. And I know this one's gonna hurt for real. And for you, it's gonna be a reveal. I don't see that there's direct death to harm you. There might be some fears that death is going to take something from you that you love and prepare for keeping into your life forever. And I'm feeling that the deaths that are coming is not going to hit you in a place that is unrecoverable. So I feel like there may be death of a child that maybe you've coming from, or maybe in a past life you've experienced, right? But I don't feel that is something that is going to come from this moment. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like that has been a worry or a care about yourself where you just feel like, you know, something bad is going to happen directly to influence you into a space of no return. But that is not going to be what's happening. The deaths that you're going to experience are things that, I mean, you've already cut it off of your life. Okay? So it's like your life is going to keep on being represented. Your children is going to keep on being represented. Things that's outside of that structure of your family, those are all, you know, it's almost like those are outside of you right now. Okay? So there doesn't need to be a fear or a paranoia that you keep directing into spirit, keep asking, well, is this going to happen? Is this going to happen? Because those are just fears being projected onto you. There's people that want that for you. And it is fucking sad, but those people that's sending that energy towards you to make you hurt, they're going to get blocked and redirect. It's going back to them. So don't be wishing death on nobody, bruh. Don't be wishing death on nobody, because that shit's coming back. And don't be paranoid that something's going to come at you that the spirit and your ancestors and angels have already tested you against your will. They've been like, I mean, you know, if something like that were to happen, what would you do? You know what I'm saying? Like, what really would you do? And so it's just like to remove that fear, to remove those projections right up off of you, you start to see more clearly, like, where's this energy actually coming from? You know, who is actually going to be unalived? Who is going to go through that? I keep getting the Queen of Cups in reverse. Who that mean for you? I'm seeing Cancers, Pisces, Scorpio. And the Death card came right after. Frequency. You are in the frequency to knowing, baby. So, ooh, they're just scared. And so they're projecting that scarcity onto you. You don't need to feel that, though. You are the energies that possess the truth. And it's a truth to you in the spirit that you're not going to take away things that I claim to be a part of me in this season. Now, the things that ain't part of me, you let that go. You stop protecting that. The only thing that's saving you is the heart of a woman. The heart of a woman. Yeah. Once that heart has been redirected, you know, deflected, it's like, yeah, you can't save them. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Don't save them. They don't want to be saved. Don't save them. They don't want to be saved. And it's so serious because they didn't want to give to their inner child. So with the mess that they're going through, that's all on, that ain't on you. It's not on you. That's all we need to know. It's not on you. The drama and the mess. I got the 3 of Cups and then the 6 of Cups, and they both in reverse. They talking in circles around themselves. They think they gossiping about, like, because you put up them shields and them blockages, bruh. The Queen of Cups, she's the one doing this. She is the one doing this. So who is this to your life? Could be multiple people, could be 3 people that's going to realize their demise through the eyes of your sunrise. They begged for it. They begged for it. Mental clarity, they begged for it. And then there was things that you knew that you did not want to say to them because you're intuitive. You know, you did readings that was just like, yeah, there's death here. But you were like, you know what? You still crashed out through doubt sometimes. But the truth has to come out. It has to be told. It has to be told about. Okay? There is no more hiding from the truth as who you are. Okay? So there's a reason that you have to give into the spirit, that you have to just be one with the source in the self. You have to be one with the self. Because there's a lot of suffering that's going to be rejected due to you feeling the power within yourself, to the understanding that people are going to go through the shit that they put out. And there's nothing that you can do about it. You can't stand in the way of them receiving their karma. And it's going to be painful for them. But for them, because it's like, put those protections up. Those empathetic protections, right? Because you don't need to be you don't need to be a part of that. All right, so we're going to close this reading. Goodbye.